Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. This is your girl, Lady Mocha. Let me know if you copy me. I was having some technical issues earlier. Not sure what the reason was. I'm not sure what was going on. I just tried the live cast a few minutes ago, and something was going on crazy with my live stream, but y'all know how this technology is. Every once in a while, it's always an issue, something always going on. But despite all of that, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me this afternoon at Cafe de Paris. Y'all know I'm always serving y'all the best wisdom, the best topics, the best recipes, current events, everyday life situations. Y'all know that's how I operate here at my channel. Want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to stop by and stop in, to holler at me, to dine out with me, to rock with your girl, Lady Mocha, here at Mocha's Cafe de Paris. So what's good, everyone? Hey, what's up, D-boys? I apologize if all y'all had to come back and re-log back in, but I was having some technical issues. Again, I want to thank you for stopping in. I was just on a few seconds ago and I was having some technical issues. So I had to shut down the live and practically log all the way back in, relog back in. So I apologize for anybody who I had to inconvenience because I already had a good amount of people coming in. But I had to shut it down and just log all the way back in. I know it's an inconvenience, but thank you anyway for bearing with me. I appreciate y'all patience. You know, sometimes as vloggers, we have technical issues, things go wrong, technology acts up, Wi-Fi goes out. If it's not one thing, it is another. But despite all of that, big ups to everybody who was able to make it into my live yesterday. Yesterday, we had a really, really good time. Everybody who was in the den with me yesterday when we discussed hell, I forgot what the hell I was talking about yesterday. Every other day I got some new topics and stuff going on, so half of the stuff I be forgetting what the hell I be talking about. But anyway, I want to thank all of y'all for coming on in. But I'm definitely going to go in today's recipe, and I'm sure y'all have heard all about it. It's been all over social media. Hell, it's been all over national media. Not that I'm a big fan of a royal wedding. Good afternoon, D-boys. Matthew, man, thank you for coming in. Appreciate you. I'm not a big fan of weddings. I really don't care. I really don't care about royal families and princes and princesses and princes and kings and queens. The only king I care about is God, my Savior, my Heavenly Father. Other than that, I really don't recognize anybody on this earth as a king. None of that. So technically I could really care less about the wedding, but evidently there's a lot of sisters out there that's really, really, really making a big, big deal out of this wedding with Prince Harry and his newfound wife Meghan Markle, and everybody practically made a really big deal out of this royal wedding. And honestly, I don't really think it was so much the wedding that everybody was really making a big fiasco about. I honestly think a lot of people was making a fiasco out of it for the simple fact that Prince Harry, which is this Caucasian man, basically decided to tie the knot with Mrs. Markle, which her nationality is, from what I've read, she's Mexican and half black. Okay. So you can definitely tell. What's up, Simply Deep? Thank you for coming on in. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody for coming on in and hang out with me. Lady Mocha at Cafe de Paris. For everybody who's just tuning in, it's been a big, big deal about this royal wedding with Miss Meghan Markle, who is now part of the royal family. So basically Prince Harry has decided to marry a half sister, okay? And you can definitely tell she's definitely has some black in her because her mother is straight black, okay? And based on the research I have done, her father is, I believe, Hispanic. I'm a double check on that though. Let me just double check my sources. Yeah, but basically she's half black. So what's been going on with this situation is I've been noticing on a lot of these vlogs and a lot of these on Facebook, a lot of Black women have been coming forth basically making a big deal out of the fact that, you know, she's half Black. And you have a lot of Black women out of running with that and figure, oh, wow, if Prince Harry could marry a woman that's Black, you know, because basically, I guess the rule of society is if you got some kind of Black in you, even if it's just a quarter, you automatically Black. I don't know who made up that rule. I don't know where it comes from. That's just what I heard. I don't know. I don't know if you have to have a quarter of Black in you to be considered Black. You have to have 10% in you to be considered Black. I don't know how much percentage of Blackness you have to have in order to be considered Black. So I guess it depends on the culture. I guess it depends on your customs. I'm not sure, but basically it's a lot of Black women who really running this thing, running a marathon with this wedding based on the fact that Prince Harry decided to marry Meghan Markle, who is this, let me see, she's Black. And I'm trying to see her father's nationality. Her father's name is Thomas Markle Sr. He lives in Mexico. Now, I don't know if that's insinuating that he's Mexican or he lives in Mexico. That I'm not sure of. If anybody else knows of her father's nationality. Okay, well, I see here she says my dad is Caucasian and my mom is African American. I'm half Black and half white. I'm starting to notice a lot of mixed individuals who are mixed. They don't want to really own it and say they're all the way Black. I'm starting to notice a lot of them are starting to say, well, I'm not Black, I'm not white, I'm mixed. I guess they're trying to play it safe now. They don't want to claim one side or one race, so to be on the safe side, that way they could still have the privileges of being Black, but at the same time they could still have the privileges of being white as well. So I guess they just rather play it safe and stay in the middle and just say, hey, I'm mixed. And these days, hell, I guess I could understand that, you know, with all of what's going on. But basically, this is why I'm doing this recipe this evening, y'all. You know what I mean? I really, like I said, I don't care about the wedding. I could give less than a rat's ass about a wedding. That really is irrelevant to me. People was all on Facebook blowing it up, making it such a big issue, like it was their daughter getting married, somebody in their family getting married. I mean, everybody really took this wedding to heart. But what really stood out to me the most was the Black women that are really taking this wedding with Miss Markle to heart. Okay. And let me start off by saying this before I go into this topic. Tonight's recipe is not to bash Black women. It is not to make Black men sympathize with Black women. This is not a feminist video. This is not a male bashing video. This is just me sharing my own opinion, my personal perspective. Hell, you know, I'm just an average chick, you know, that gotta eat chicken wings and Chinese food like anybody else. I don't have no real damn what's the word? I don't have no real notoriety. I don't have no big time platform. I'm just an average woman giving my opinion. You know, it's not deep, it's not serious. If anybody disagrees, I can respect that. If you agree, I can respect that too. This basically is about sharing my own opinion. It's not a right, it's not a wrong way of looking at it. I'm just sharing my opinion based on my feelings, okay? So if you feeling some type of way, or if you feel like my delivery, I'm giving the Black women too much flack, I'm giving, you know, if you feel like I'm stepping on too many toes, you are welcome to leave gracefully. I'm not holding you hostage. You know, my thing is everybody can share their opinions respectfully, you know, and we don't have to, we can agree to disagree, you know, and it's as simple as that. You know, don't have to get to the point to where we trolling and we disrespecting one another. We all are adults here, okay? It's not that serious. I'm not getting paid for sharing my opinion, okay? So it doesn't make a big difference. That's basically all I'm saying. But I want to thank everybody who's took the time to stop in and dine out and hang out with me, your girl, Lady Mocha, here at Cafe de Paris. Thank each every one of you for supporting me, always having my back, always giving me positive energy. I appreciate all of my guys, all of my ladies who's been supporting me. Thank each and every one of you. But we're going to go to this right away, okay? Now, back to this royal wedding thing, okay? Like I said, I've been on a couple of social media blogs, and I'm starting to notice it's a lot of Black women that are taking this, this wedding very personal. And basically, it's so many Black women that are so happy and excited that Prince Harry has decided to marry a woman who so happens to have a little bit of Black in her. And what is doing, and I guess the reason why the majority of Black women are making such a big hype out of this is because anytime a sister, you know, marries somebody of status, meaning, you know, in this case, a prince, an athlete, a star, somebody of big statuses, a lot of Black women will run with it like it's a marathon, because basically it gives them hope. It gives them these false hopes that, damn, you know, if she's half Black, if she can marry a prince, that means as a Black woman, I really stand a chance. I stand a chance of possibly, you know, getting, you know, actually fitting into this fantasy delusional world that the same can happen for me. And let's just keep it real. You know, I'm starting to notice, not just with this situation here with Prince Harry, I noticed that any Black woman that marries somebody on a different status or outside of a race, is so many Black women that are praising these sisters. Like you have Serena Williams, okay? She married a white guy, and this is no disrespect to anybody that's married outside of their race. Love is love. You know, you find somebody who loves you and appreciates you, regardless of their color, regardless of their culture. If you and that man connect, or you and that woman connect, then that's your business, okay? That's not, I don't want us to lose focus as to why I'm doing this video. I can care less about a Black man with a white woman with a Black, that's irrelevant to me. What I'm talking about is the fact that as soon as a Black woman marries somebody on a certain status, these Black women go bonkers. They go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. This woman, Mrs. Meghan Markle, or whatever, Prince Harry's new wife, a lot of these women are going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Basically, they are taking this thing serious, like she's the new Black hope, you feel me? Like, wow, if she could marry a prince, then that gives me hope, okay? Like I said, we had Serena Williams who married a white guy. Sisters was going to ham on that. I mean, any sister that's up there that's married somebody on a certain status, they getting a damn praise team now. All of these Black women are coming together and developing a praise team. They going on Instagram, going on Facebook. They going on all these social media sites, giving all of these Black women all props and praises. Yeah, girl, it's about time. If men could date outside their race, we could date outside our race too. And I'm like, why can't y'all just, you know, just be happy for the woman? Why I got to be on some, you know, yeah, if Black men can do it, then Black women can do it too, and all of this other stuff. And I mean, so what? You know what I mean? So not only that, I'm just throwing out different examples. If I miss some of y'all comments, you know, don't take it personal. I'm not overlooking y'all. I'm not disregarding what y'all are saying. It's just that when stuff is on my mind, I'm not writing this stuff down. I got to get it out while it's in my thought process. So, you know, don't take it personal if I'm not reading everything you say. You know what I mean? But I do acknowledge that y'all are here. I appreciate y'all presence, okay? So I just didn't want anybody feeling some type of way like I'm ignoring them or whatever. But as I was stating before, now that you have some of these sisters who luck up, you know, and get a man of status, is giving a lot of these average, these you know, typical sisters, you know, basically a perception that, hell, it gives them hope. Like, okay, if another Black woman was able to marry a white man that's successful, or able to marry a man who has success, I mean, then that's hope for me, okay? Yeah, Mortal One. I don't like color struck black women either. Another thing, Mortal One, while you were here, I definitely want to let you know I apologize yesterday for not acknowledging you when you gave me that donation. Okay, so I want to take the time out to thank you for sending me that child support payment yesterday. Okay, so I want to take the time to tell you thank you because I didn't do that yesterday and that was rude. That's hella rude. You know what I mean? So whenever somebody donates to my channel, I definitely don't want them to think I don't appreciate it and I don't acknowledge it. But I'm glad you came in so I can tell you that. But again, thank you for yesterday's donation. I appreciate it so much. Okay. So on that note, okay, back to this recipe at hand. Okay. Now, same, okay, like I stated before, with this wedding with Prince Harry, you got a lot of sisters that's giving Meghan all the glory. You got a lot of sisters giving Serena Williams all the glory when she married a white man. Okay, then you had a lot of sisters giving the singer Sierra the glory when she married Russell Williams, the football player. You know, um yeah, well, yeah, I mean, like I said, if she says she's mixed, I mean, I can't. Somebody say they mixed, they say they mixed. I mean, like I said, I mean, I can't tell somebody what the hell they are. That's not in my place. If somebody say I'm mixed, I'm half black, I'm half white, I don't acknowledge myself straight black, I don't acknowledge myself straight white, then, hey, I got to respect that. That's not in my place or nobody's place to tell somebody who they are, so, it is what it is. But yeah, when Ciara married Russell Wilson, basically, she got all these praises from sisters all over the world. And ironically, they forgot all about the fact that Ciara, no disrespect to her as a singer, because I can't take that from her. She's a very talented woman. She's a very talented sister. I cannot take that away from her. If I'm going to say something bad about you, I'm going to first say something good about you. I will give Ciara that. She's a very talented dancer, talented singer. But let's keep it real. Before she married Russell Wilson, okay, she had kids from what I would call the average Negro, okay? And keep in mind, when I say Negro, I'm not particularly talking about just the black race, okay? So when I say Negro, from my perspective, I'm saying somebody who was not the best of choice as far as choosing a father for her child. Everybody wanted to give her all of these praises when she married Russell Wilson, the football player. But did we forget that she had her first child from Future, which is a hip hop rap artist who already had every bit of 7, 8 children and 4 to 5 baby mamas? Did we not forget that? And the crazy part was, I knew being that she did. Thank you, Du Bois. I appreciate the $5 donation. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Yeah. So basically, Ciara made a hood rap move. Let's just call it for what it is. She made a hood rap move, okay? Anytime a woman decides to get impregnated from a man that has more children on his finger than he could count, let's call it for what it is. That's a hood rap move. Actually, our distant cousin. Yeah, Tracy. Thanks, C Diamonds. Thank you for coming in, love. Yeah, that's why I'm talking about this Prince Harry wedding, because everybody's making a big damn deal like they was invited. You know what I mean? But I'm going to do some surgery on this, y'all. So I want y'all to kind of marinate on what I'm getting ready to say, because there's so many points to this. It's bigger than a wedding. You feel me? Once I'm gonna break it down to the lowest common denominator, and y'all will understand where I'm coming from once I go further into it. Okay, but the wedding, this recipe is pertaining to this wedding. And what the whole point of the matter is, like you was mentioning, C Diamonds, everybody was making a big deal out of it, like they was actually related to Meghan. Everybody had their popcorn and and popcorn, and they soda and they wine, and they sitting in front of the TV watching this wedding like it's somebody they knew. Hell, I didn't even know who the hell she was, to be honest with you, till I heard about this wedding. But nevertheless, I've read she's somebody with a good bit of receipts. She's been done a couple of shows, a couple of movies. I mean, whoop-de-doo, good for her. Okay, whatever. This is my thing. The reason why so many, it's the people that's making a big deal out of it, believe it or not, it is the black women. The black women are the ones making a big issue out of the wedding more than anything. It ain't, ain't no big deal. I misspell all the time, D boys. I don't have a degree in grammar. So I cannot knock nobody's spelling on here. I don't pay attention to stuff like that. It's all good. I'm not extra. Notice when it came to this wedding, y'all, it wasn't the white men. The white folks wasn't really making a big deal out of it, other than, CNN and all of them. And it wasn't really the white men, the white women, and it wasn't the black men. The majority of them was these black women. They are all on Instagram. They're the ones making a big deal out of this. And I'm not saying all black women are doing this. If it does not apply, you don't have to reply. When I say black women, I'm not referring to all black women. If you don't fit in this category, you don't need to get upset about it. I'm talking about these ones who are viewing Miss Markle as this new hope for black women. I know, mortal, right? I know. I mean, I feel y'all 100%. Yes, a lot of black women that are running with this wedding because the way they look at it is being that this woman has a certain percentage of black, being that she's mixed with African American. You got a lot of sisters that's on Instagram, on Facebook, on social media. They making a big fiasco out of this because basically in their mind, they feel like all sisters stand a chance now. All sisters stand a chance. It's no different than, yeah, pretty much mortal, color struck self-hatred. Pretty much. I mean, it's like, so many black women, so many of us are so used to being oppressed that when somebody else gets a break that we would never probably get in 100 years, we run with that shit like it's personally going to benefit us. Do y'all feel where I'm coming from? Is what I'm saying make sense, or do I need to break it down a little bit more simple? Seem like when one of us has arrived, we run a marathon. We run a marathon like that means that's going to make a change for us. I mean, people are not looking at the whole situation with this wedding. And I feel for my sisters because they not really looking at the real dynamics of this. Okay, if y'all really paid attention, to this wedding. Exactly, Matthew. Media and industrial portrayals do not help. Just because you see one black woman get lucky, we don't need to be posting it. We don't need to put a billboard of it all on the highways and make it a big issue, because that does not mean that same opportunity is going to happen for you. Like we have President Obama, okay, the first black man who's not all black, okay, let's say mixed, since that's the new term everybody want to run with, okay? President Barack Obama, he was the first black man as a black president to break that mold. It just was an opportunity that was destined specifically for him, okay? That was his blessing. It didn't mean that every black man on this planet is going to be granted that same opportunity. But it was awesome. I'm not going to take away the fact that it was awesome to see a black man become a president for once. I would never take that away from Barack Obama, because he broke a mold that many brothers like Jesse Jackson and so many others was not able to break. And it just was his time. It was his time. That was his moment. And God just so happened blessed him with that opportunity, because that opportunity was designed for him. Certain blessings are designed for certain individuals. You know what I'm saying? I've always told people that blessings are custom made Blessings are custom made, meaning that, you know, what opportunity somebody else may be blessed with, it may be blessed specifically just for them and them only. And I'm not saying to discourage anyone to say, be like on some, but damn, Mocha, you saying that there ain't no other black man worthy of being president, that Barack Obama is the only black man on this planet that you feel is honorable or privilegeable enough to get that type of position. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if somebody outside of the box makes it, of course, be admired by it. Be admired by it and appreciate it. But don't get hell bent and go on social media and blasting and spitting and knocking everybody else as if that opportunity will happen for you. That's basically the point that I'm making. You had all these sisters, all these black women going ham, losing it, praising this woman for marrying Prince Harry because she's half black. So now that has put a perception in a lot of black women's minds, because they've seen Serena Williams do it. They've seen Sierra do it, you know, marry a football player, even though she made a hood rat ass move, you know. That gave a lot of sisters hope, especially with Sierra. Do you realize how many black women was rooting for Sierra? And it wasn't the black women who had sense. Let me make sure I break that down too. Okay. Because you got some sisters who saw Sierra's situation. They was not praising that shit like that. You get what I'm saying? They was not praising like, oh, wow. Oh, goodness. Yeah, girl. Even though your first baby daddy wasn't so-and-so and so-and-so, God blessed you with a better man. You leveled up. You leveled up. Yeah, that was the word that he was saying. You leveled up. You leveled up. She didn't level up. It still don't take away the fact that she had her son from she made a hook rat move when she had her first child from a man who already had 8, 9 other children. And now that she's with Russell and she done leveled up, and technically she did, you know, supposedly she learned from making that hook rat move, you know, to make a better decision. I give her respect in that aspect, but let's not forget where the hell she came from now. Let's not forget she made a hood rat move. Let's not give her all these glory and praises. Now, had she never been with Future and got directly with Russell, then okay, I could see that. I said, okay, that's a sister that made a smart move. You know, she made sure she had her first child or her first from a man with some substance. I'm not about to sit up here and give her all of these, you know, accolades and receipts, because when she was with Future, she was smelling herself like she just knew she was the ish with him. She was all on TV shows bragging about the ring he brought her, which was nothing but an installment ring. That was an installment ring, basically to stall her into thinking he was going to marry her. He was going to make some big moves with her. And when it all boiled down to it, I guess she finally put 2 and 2 together and figured out, okay, this dude, he's not going to marry me. I'm wasting my time. He's not going to marry me. I might as well go ahead and move on. I mean, in that aspect, I mean, you know, she was smart on that. Let me turn. He's not going to marry. Apologize about that. You had to turn that a little volume down. Yeah, we give, you know, we give all these. We want to give people standing ovation. I'm not giving you no. I'm not about to give you no standing ovation. But again, a lot of it has to do with the fact that so many sisters are feeling oppressed, and so many sisters that are feeling like they on a losing end. So the moment they see another sister make it, that gives them these false delusional hopes that I'm not totally a loser. If she was able to look up and marry a professional athlete, even after she done had her, even after her first baby daddy, even though he wasn't, and I'm not saying Future is because a bum ass dude. I can't say that because I can't say he's a good dad. He's a bad dad. I can't really downgrade him in that sense. I'm just saying, based on the fact that he was a man who already had a lot of baggage, and she decided when all these choices she had out here, and the same thing for you brothers. I can't stand to see even a brother who got his stuff together pick up with a woman with a bunch of goddamn kids. Dude, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? If you're a man and you got yourself together, why you want to pick up a woman that got more damn, baggage than the airport? I've never could understand. I don't care if you're a black man or if you're a black woman. You pick up a person that got way more baggage than you because you want to be a janitor. You want to be the cleanup woman. You want to be a cleanup man. I got a problem with that. I don't think it's fair for you to come into anybody's life and try to help them clean up their mess. You shouldn't be correcting somebody else's mistakes. But I mean, again, when you love somebody, people do it though. I would be phony and tell you that people don't do it because people do it. When you love somebody, you're willing to overlook their baggage. You're willing to overlook and love them for who they are. I mean, you can't tell people who to love, but my thing at the end of the day is, a lot of women, a lot of black women have got a lot of false hopes off of seeing these other black women who made decisions that they wish they would have made, and they seen these other black women that has and they felt like in a sense has struck out, and they see these other black women make it. That gives them hope, and some of y'all comments give me something. Yeah, she knew what she was getting into. Yeah, of course. I mean, everybody's making a big deal out of this wedding. Thank you for coming in, Tommy Martin. Yeah, I mean, thank you for coming on in. The thing is, everybody's making a big deal out of this wedding with Meghan and Prince Harry. But my thing is, if y'all really take a look at the whole dynamics, if y'all notice, even the media is making a big deal out of it, that none of her black family was there. Meghan's catching a lot of heat, y'all. If y'all don't already know, Meghan, the new wife of Prince Harry, is catching a lot of goddamn heat because now all the skeletons are coming out the bag. Now, had the media not put it out, I would not have known. But come to find out, they said a lot of her family, her black family, is giving her heat because she didn't invite none of them to the damn wedding. When I say feeling oppressed, I guess I'm stating an offense where black women, not all, but some, let me make sure I say not all black women because I don't need trollers. But saying that some are feeling defeated based on the choices they made. Does that make a little bit of sense to you? If that makes any sense. When I say that black women are feeling oppressed, meaning that the majority of them have not made the wisest choices, and because of that, they placed themselves in predicaments to where they're pretty much defeated, to where they really can't get to the next level in life. They have placed so much burdens and baggage on themselves to the point to where they're feeling oppressed. But the problem is they're not holding themselves accountable for the fact that they are the reason that they're oppressed. So hopefully that kind of clears it up. That's not, when I say oppressed, that's not in a sense of sympathizing and empathizing, meaning that you have some people who got there and do dumbass stuff, but at the same time, they still feeling defeated, like they don't know why it happened. That's like somebody going out there and they shoot somebody, you shoot somebody, you kill them and you rob them and you end up in jail and you looking like, you don't know why this is happening to you. You don't know why you got to serve life in prison. You put yourself there. A lot of people are feeling oppressed based on their efforts. That's basically what I'm insinuating. Because they have been placed over the man in the head of the household. That's why I was asking that. Yeah, I feel what you're saying. But basically, when you said they because they have placed over their man, they have been placed over the man and the head of the house of the Lord. But yeah, but the issue with that is it's the way they ended up placing themselves as the head of the household. The majority of them didn't do that on a good foundation. A lot of them, a lot of these black women out here have to be head of the households. If you've been screwing at 13, 14, 15 years old, and let's say you got pregnant every year, now you only in your 20s, and you got 4, 5 children to show for, and you're not with none of the fathers, you're not married to none of the fathers, you have to be the head of the household. That doesn't mean you want to be. You had no choice because you didn't make the right decisions to have a man with you, or to where you wouldn't have to be head of the household. So even though the majority of them have placed themselves in the position to be the man and the head of the household, that still don't mean they're not feeling oppressed from it. And of course they're going to feel oppressed because of it's the way they went about it. All that being promiscuous, screwing every time Dick and Daryl. A lot of ladies and gentlemen, for all of you that are in my chat room, the majority of these women are the head of the household because they have to be, not because they want to be. There's a difference. I don't care how much they sit up here and brag and talk about, I don't mind, I can take care of me and mine, I don't need no man, and I got it all under control. It's a bunch of bull. They got the deal because they have no choice. A lot of these men that they randomly having sex with, they didn't have no connection with these men. They didn't have a relationship with these men. So the majority of these men are just father of their children. And that's all they have to show for is baby daddies. There was no real connection there. There was no real love. There was no real foundation there. So that's why we have such a large percentage of single parent households being operated by women by themselves. It's not because they're proud to be the head of the household. They got no goddamn choice. I don't care how much they brag and act like they got it together and act like they don't need nobody. It's nothing but a bunch of hogwash. It's nothing but they basically got to convince themselves that they're not doing that bad, when in reality they are doing that bad. When you got to resort to the point, you got to get in the housing, you got to get welfare, you got to get food stamps, you got to get the child support. You're already crying out for help. Once you start putting yourselves in that, once you in a position of where you have to depend on government assistance and all of these other things in order for you to be able to survive. Of course, yeah, they was talking about child support being a hustle mortal. So I usually wonder why they feel depressed when they're in total control of that. Yeah, but that's the thing. I wish I knew your name. I'm not really good with other languages, so I apologize. I would like to label you by your name, but I don't understand, I don't have translation. Basically your comment is, I usually wonder why they feel depressed when they are in total control of the Black community. They are not really in total control of the Black community. They're not even in control of themselves. If they was in control of themselves, the majority of them would be making better decisions. They would be on birth control. For one, if they were in control, they would be protecting themselves from even getting in these type of situations. So they are not in control of the Black community. That's definitely not. They call me Hebrew. Okay, I'll call you Israel. Yeah, I'll call you Israel. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. But yes, Israel, they're not in control of anything. If they was in control of everything in the Black community, they wouldn't have so many children out of wedlock. Wouldn't have to get child support, wouldn't have to get food stamps. So you definitely don't even we can't say that they are in total control of the Black community, because the majority of them not even in control of themselves. They don't even have self-control. If you cannot control yourself, you damn sure not going to be able to control the whole community. So that they don't have no control like that. That's just it. That's why we got the problems we got in the Black community, due to lack of self-control, due to lack of common sense, due to lack of morals and values. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, like as I stated, before, it's a lot of women out here feeling defeated, and the majority of them are feeling defeated based off of the poor choices that they made. Okay, we see it on social media all of the time. We see them complaining about how they're in a struggle alone. How they have to do things alone, but they put themselves in a position where they have to do it by themselves. And it's man and woman's fault in a sense, because at the same time, a lot of these men, they won't wear protection. Me and my mom talked about this on a recent upload that we did. And basically, if you can't see yourself having a future with a woman, you don't want to make her a family woman, you don't want to make her somebody that's going to be in your life indefinitely, then why take a chance of not using any protection? It's just as simple as that. I blame black men, and I blame black women, because a lot of it just has to do with straight up immaturity and being irresponsible. That's basically what it boils down to. These single moms are not becoming single mothers by themselves. They're not having babies by themselves. They're not laying on their backs, screwing themselves. It's some simps out here that are leaving themselves open to become fathers of children that they really don't even want from women they really don't even love. Freelance says they merely think they're in control of the black community and manipulates them into protecting this dysfunction. It's the queen of the poison realm, the community's control from outside. Yeah, I agree. Freelance. There's no such thing as these women have the majority of the control of the black community. They don't have any self-control. They can't even govern themselves. So for anybody to expect for black women to be the ones to make the change and feel like they're the ones that got the majority of the authority to make change, you're going to be disappointed, because a lot of them can't even keep themselves in check, let alone a whole community. You get what I'm saying? And it's definitely going to be hard. I tell anybody that's a parent right now, if you are a parent, you got sons, you got daughters, this is the time to school your children, because it's unfortunate. It's a lot of children out here that are being born and being raised and brought into chaotic situations. And the majority of it stems from these single parent households. Okay. There's a lot of single parent households and stuff, that's a big factor for why we have so many of the problems that we have. But as I was stating earlier, it's too many. We're in a world, unfortunately, where too many people are praising the wrong things. And again, we have too many black women up here that are becoming infatuated with the fact that every time a black woman, looks up and marries a man of high status, they want to give the woman all the praises and all the glory. And the truth of the matter is, we really don't know Megan's real motives for why she married Prince Harry. I hope she genuinely loves him, and I hope she genuinely cares for him. I hope she's not marrying this man to build a platform. I'm hoping, there's no motives behind this. Hopefully she's in it for the right reasons, because I don't know. I don't recall. I don't even know how long she dated him. It seemed like she just came out the blue and they decided to get married. I don't even know how long she's been seeing him, or how long she's been dating him. Let me see. I'm tired of the same issue. Like I said, I don't know if hopefully her motives are genuine, and she's just not married to him because she's trying to build a platform and build a name for herself. But you have all these sisters that's up here praising this woman and giving her all of this, praises and glory for marrying this man. And not even understanding really what her real motives are behind marrying him. Uh, what's going on right now, though, for everybody who's just tuning in my chat, for everybody who wants to know what I'm talking about today, I'm talking about the royal wedding with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. I decided to talk about this royal wedding because there's a lot of Black women who are all on Instagram, social media, giving this woman all type of praises and glory because she married this Prince Harry, that happens to be a white man, and Meghan Markle is half Black and I believe half Mexican. And because she's Black or has some Black in her, all of these sisters want to come forth and give her all the glory and all the praises, and everybody's giving her this standing ovation. But what's starting to go on, y'all, if y'all don't know, Meghan is the skeletons are coming out the closet. And this is the thing, y'all. Whenever you decide to get with somebody or you marry somebody on the big status or like that, sooner or later, your skeletons are going to come out the closet. Because that's exactly what's going on right now. Yeah, I had to go grab me something to drink right quick. Yeah. Like I said, I hope it's for the right reasons. Thank you for coming in. Dark Force, I appreciate it. Thank you for everybody for stopping in and dine out with me. Yeah, we're talking about this this wedding that everybody seems to be making a big deal out of between Prince Harry and Meghan. Like I said, all of these Black women are coming forward now and giving her all of these praises for marrying this man. But at the same time, they really don't know her motives. Oh, of course, Freelance, of course. Freelance says these women praise Meghan Markle for marrying a white man, but these same Black women will get angry if a Black man dates a non-Black woman. Oh, of course, absolutely. And that's the only, and believe it or not, Freelance, that's why so many Black women are giving her a standing ovation, because they know that, you know, men, y'all have been kind of going outside y'all race for years. So the moment a Black woman goes outside her race, like Serena Williams, got all the props and all the recognition, to them, it's like a celebration, if that makes any sense to y'all. It is like a celebration. They feel like, okay, we have arrived. Finally, we crossing over too. It's like this. It's this petty retaliation type of thing. You get what I'm saying? Okay, let me see. The whole affair was even too much for her pappy. Oh, he ended up in the hospital before the wedding. Are you serious? Wow, I didn't know that, SW. And thank you for coming in, SW. I'm gonna look into that. This is what I'm saying, y'all. The bones are coming out the closet. The bones are coming out the closet because it's stuff coming out about Miss Meghan now. Okay, so this is why you got to be careful when you marry somebody in a certain limelight, especially when in the limelight, because what's starting to happen now is they're putting it out there that none of her Black family came to the wedding. She didn't invite none of them. She invited 1,000 guests just to fill up the seats, so none of her Black family would come. And then they said for her bridesmaid, she used children. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, because I didn't watch the wedding. I really don't give a damn about the wedding, but that's what I heard. And they saying, and you know, Black folks can't hold it down. Black folks, the moment they feel like somebody in their family is doing good and they don't bring them in, you know they're going to blast you. And that's what's going on. They're saying her family is blasting her right now, stating that they wasn't invited to the wedding. Mortal One, I wouldn't be surprised if they did find a sex tape. I hope they don't, because you have to be careful. Like I said, I don't know her. I can't judge her, but I hope her intentions are true. Because if it is not, the media is going to get a hold of it and they're going to make a mockery out of her. And this is the bad part. That's why I said, you know, the color of our skin, we already don't have the complexion for the connection. We can't get away with stuff that other women can get away with. You know, they fight. Had he married a white woman, and things didn't work out or whatever the case is, they won't make a big deal out of it. But now she's skating on thin ice. Do y'all realize Megan is going to have to watch her back? What's up, Dustin? Thank you for coming into the chat room. Didn't see you earlier. For anybody that's coming in, then I didn't acknowledge you, didn't say your name. Welcome. Le Cafe de Paris. That what I'm saying is, yeah, One Titans. I didn't even see you. Welcome in, One Titans. Welcome to the channel. Oh, Mortal. I hope we don't get no more. I don't get people with sex tapes, man. I promise you. I'm glad I don't have none out there. I'm glad nobody's seen none of what the hell I used to do. I'm glad I came up in a time where there was no cameras on the phone. Oh, I'm so blessed. Because if half of the stuff I did, if y'all knew half of the stuff I used to do, y'all wouldn't even support my channel no more. I have so many damn unsubscribers. Y'all be like, oh, hell no. Nah. Mocha used to do that. Oh, hell no. Nah. Let me get my donation back. Tell the truth, shame the devil. But I'm serious, y'all. Megan is going to have to walk a thin line. She's not going to be able to make no mistakes. The media is going to be like an enema. The media is going to become her enema. They're going to practically be up her ass about everything. She's going to have to watch herself. She's going to have to walk a fine line because she got all the media watching her. She got all these white folks watching her. She just going to have to be very careful because the moment she makes a mistake, the moment she gets out of pocket, it's going to become magnified. Thanks, Freelance, for the compliments. I appreciate it. Thank you. Mortal fool. Mortal one is a straight fool. Of course, Dark Force. I mean, a lot of even Princess Diane, God bless her soul, before she left here, she stated being a princess is not all of what it's cracked up to be. She's gonna have to walk a fine line. That Princess Diane, she hated it. Princess Diana was the one white woman who kept it real and said she was miserable being a damn princess. All the strict rules. Her bedroom was 9 rooms down the hall and all kind of stuff. I was like, wow, you think a royalty is really royalty, but behind closed doors is a totally different story. So I'm that's why I said I hope she's in it for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully not, because if not, it's going to come out. Of course, SW, she's going to have protocols. Absolutely. Anybody who thinks otherwise is ignorant. They're going to watch her like a hawk, of course. I mean, that's the thing about it, because black folks, we cannot get away with what other races could get away with. We can't. If a white woman does something or whatever, you know, it's basically she made a mistake. It's irreconcilable differences. A black woman does something, she's a gold digger, she was a hoe. I mean, straight up. She's going to have a scar for life. That's all I can tell you. She's going to have a scar for life. So she better be in it for the right reasons. But like I said, the skeletons are coming out of the closet because her black family is snitching on her. The black people in her family saying, we wasn't invited to the wedding. They saying she did not acknowledge them. And another thing I noticed, she would not walk down the aisle with her black mom. Now I don't know if it's true. I heard of some royal weddings that sometimes the princess could walk down the aisle with the mother, you know, especially if the father, you know, is sickly or deceased or something. You notice her mother sat in that same chair the whole time. Her mother was not, you know, like, you know what I mean, wasn't as open as she wasn't really visible as much as she could have been. She's gonna have to watch her tail, because the moment she makes one mistake, I mean, I hope she really likes him. I hope she's really attracted to him. I hope she really loves him. If she's just with him for the spotlight, it's gonna is all I can say is it's gonna come back to haunt her. She's gonna have to walk. She's gonna be imprisoned, basically, Dark Force. She's going to be imprisoned because now she got to really watch herself. She got to watch how she carries. She's basically walking a thin line, you know. Yeah, I'm skeletons in the closet. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find it while I'm talking to y'all. Yeah, a lot of her family is coming forward and they snitching now. You know, a lot of them saying they wasn't invited. Let me pick this up. The press has painted their union as Megan's. It says here, Megan's estranged family has made headlines over a bunch of embarrassing squabbles. Despite regularly hurling insults at the bride, it seems some branches of this tree still expected an invite. Things are so tense between Megan and her kin that she chose to invite more than 1,000 strangers to her nuptials instead of her relatives. In fact, the bride even picked children to serve as her bridesmaids. So they said she even used her children. She don't want her black family nowhere up in the mix. What's up, Angela? What's up, boo? Thank you for stopping in to hang out with your girl, Lady Mocha. She even Megan issued a statement confirming that her beloved father would not be able to walk her down the aisle due to his poor health. Hell, she probably wouldn't want him to walk down the aisle any goddamn way. So you were right, SW. I see where the situation with her father. He's in poor health now. What a big coincidence. As soon as she decided to get married, he's in poor health. Ironic. Let me see. The royal family is marked by enormous wealth. The Duchess of New York has many big debts. Let me see. That situation would deeply concern the Queen. Meghan's family finances may be considered full national emergency. The royal family is marked by its enormous wealth, even if the Queen appeared to be burning through funds in 2014, and the Duchess of New York has some 6 million in unpaid debts looming over her head. If that's the situation with the Duchess, deeply concerned the Queen. Meghan's family's financials may be considered a full on national emergency. Though Meghan reportedly had a net worth of about 5 million, her family's portfolio is not near as healthy. Meghan's father, Thomas Wayne Markle, had about 216 in savings when he filed bankruptcy. And Meghan's mother, Doria, filed for bankruptcy. See, all the goddamn closets coming out. All her skeletons come out of the closet. That's what I'm saying. I hope Meghan is marrying this man for the right reasons, because all of her skeletons are coming out of the closet. They is telling all this girl's business. They said how both her parents are in bankruptcy. They saying she was 58,000 in credit card debt. Golly, they telling all this girl business. Meghan's half brother Thomas Markle supposedly had about $10 to his name and roughly 97,000 in debts when he filed. So basically, they saying his wife come from a family that's broke as hell. Okay, and they said Meghan's half-sister, Samantha Grant, filed for bankruptcy in 2003 along with her second ex-husband. God damn, they just they telling all this woman business. They telling everybody in her family that's gone bankrupt, who don't have no money. Let me see. The song was banned from the Meghan Markle is obviously not the right woman for you, Thomas Jr. said, calling her shallow, jaded, conceited woman. I don't know. Basically, Miss Markle doesn't really have much of anything to do with her family. She want to stay. She wants to disown the blackness in her family as much as possible. Yeah, it came after the marriage. I'm telling you, mortal, if she has any secrets in her closet, it's going to come out. It's going to come out. Why all of these black women up here giving her a standing ovation and praising her for marrying Prince Harry. My thing is, I hope her motives are genuine. You know, hopefully she's you know, she really loves them and really wants to be with them, because I mean, they married. I mean, she married to him now, so I mean, she basically got herself in a serious situation if her intentions aren't genuine, you know. Her family's coming out the woodworks now. Everybody's upset that she didn't invite them to the wedding. You would think for a person you really love, you would want your family there. Why is that? Why you didn't have your black family there? Why? Because you don't plan on being with them. Like, I mean, what's the purpose? What was the big deal for not inviting your black family? Oh, because you didn't want all these rich white folks. I guess she was, I don't know if she was afraid that her black family was going to taint the way Prince Harry's family perceives her. And they still feeling some type of way anyway, because you know it's always been in their tradition to stick with their own kind. So they're automatically going to feel some type of way anyhow. Now, my thing is, if you really love him and this is your family, why would you not have your family there? I don't know. I just hope her intentions are genuine. She let me see. Grant claims she drifted apart from her sister, multiple sclerosis in 2008. She later slammed the suit, ignore her condition. So basically, from what I'm seeing, she did this. Meghan has little or nothing to do with her family. Her sister is, I think she has a half sister that's wheelchair bound. 2008, she launched a 20,000 GoFundMe campaign to help raise money to make her home more wheelchair accessible. Megan's chatty half sister snapping $75. It's a whole lot with the story. I really don't want to read a whole lot into it. But basically, they're exposing all of her family's flaws now. Yeah, I peeped that dark. They've been making gifts and memes out of Queen Elizabeth facial expression. Yeah, the grandmother ain't feeling it, y'all. She not feeling it. The grandmother thought Prince Harry was going to marry Meghan, not Megan. There's a difference. The grandmother thought he was bringing Meghan home, not Megan. And you notice Meghan, guess what, y'all? Meghan is her middle name. Her first name is Rachel. Probably meant to tell his grandmama her name was Megan. Probably once she would have heard the name Rachel, she probably would have knew right off the back. Oh, no, don't even bring her here. Her first name is Rachel. Why they calling her by Megan? I don't know. Maybe Megan sounds right enough, white enough, I guess. Yeah, but as I was stating earlier, you know, for everybody who's just coming in and want to know what's going on, basically I'm talking about the royal wedding with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. I'm not concerned about the wedding. What I was concerned about, the reason of me doing this topic was all of these black women have been praising this woman and giving her the glory because she's half black. So in their mind, they're looking at it like, okay, one of our own married somebody of high status, you know, not understanding that these black women, all of you black women that is giving this woman all the praise, giving this woman all the praises, she wouldn't even acknowledge y'all. She wouldn't even be, for one, she's not even acknowledging y'all as black women because she don't acknowledge her own family, and her family is full black. If she had it her way, her mama probably wouldn't even be there. SW Shaniqua, Shaquina. Yeah. I mean, that's to say, the black women up here praising other black women who they feel like mold, who they feel like have arrived. Like I said, you know, I used some examples before, like Serena Williams got a lot of glory and praises when she married a white man. Sierra, the singer, got a lot of praises and glory when she married well, he's black, of course, but Russell Wilson, this successful black, I don't know, he plays football, I can't remember, one of them, I don't know. I don't keep up with sports. I think he's a football player. Soon as a black woman marries a white man or somebody of high status, these sisters just go bonkers. They run a marathon. They are so happy, as if like as if that's going, that means that's going to bring a better opportunity for them. I mean, half of these black women we praising, they wouldn't even be acknowledging y'all. They would have not given us the time of, they're not even going to give you the time of day for acknowledging them. I don't know, Mortal, because that just, I ain't kept up with the wedding. I don't know if her white people came, but I know all her black family relatives is exposing her, and they going in, because you know, black people want to be recognized, especially when somebody in their family got something. And she didn't invite her black people to the royal wedding for some potato salad, baked beans, peach cobbler, cornbread, yellow rice, red rice. She didn't invite her black people to the damn wedding, so they going ham, they exposing her, they talking bad about her, you know, saying how she not acknowledging them. And you got all these black sisters want to throw a parade, want to throw a damn Tupperware party, because they so happy she married Prince Harry. I'm like, but y'all really don't know her motives. You know, y'all really don't, you know, and again, that type of lifestyle, becoming a princess. Hey, Water Sniper, how are you? Long time no see. Welcome to the family. Welcome to Cafe de Paris. Yeah, everybody's making a big old fiasco out of this. And like I said, you know, the spotlight is going to be on her big time. She's going to have to walk a straight and narrow line because she's with a prince. She's going to have to walk a straight line and business out there. I mean, the ink on the damn wedding certificate ain't even dry yet. And already they putting all her business out there. They're talking about all the bankruptcy she got in her family. Her family got all kind of money problems. She got a sister that's financially bad off, that's semi-disabled. I mean, all the skeletons that come out the closet. Like Mortal One said, I hope she ain't got a sex tape or nothing. Oh yeah, of course, yeah, of course. You know the baby coming next. She got to get that air. Got to give him a son. Got to give him a daughter. She got to get that air in there. Absolutely. Yeah, nobody knew she was mixed, Angela. Nobody had a clue. That's what I'm saying. I mean, once you get with somebody on a certain status, every personal thing about you, people are going to know. Hell, I thought she was white too. I knew nothing of it until these sisters went on a rampage wanting to throw her a party, giving her all this props and recognition. The hair with the good hair. Yeah, you're right. I mean, Exactly. But again, it's too many black women getting hyped off of this, you know, and giving this woman too much praises is too much props. Not understanding that just because this opportunity has been granted for her, that don't mean it's going to be granted for you. You have so many black women, you know, and I'm not saying all black women are doing it. If it does not apply, you don't have to reply. But you got some black women, they get excited, you know, when a female graduates from being a thought, you know, or being a nobody to a somebody, you know, like I said earlier, when I was talking about the single Sierra, you know, she had her first child from the rapper Future, who already has a bunch of children. And as soon as she leveled up and got with Russell Wilson, everybody gave Sierra all of this recognition, all of these props. Like, you know, she just was, you know, on a whole nother level, not overlooking the fact that, you know, really, I mean, she just got lucky. Sometimes we just get lucky. Opportunities present itself or whatever, but that don't mean that's going to be the same case for the majority of these black women out here. I mean, because I doubt Prince Harry, he not going to pick up some chick from the projects that got 8, 9 children and make her a princess. I mean, you have to realize, even as a black woman, you got to be on a certain status for a man, for a man outside of the black race to even really consider you like that. You got to be a certain status. They not just because you're a black woman, that don't mean every man outside of the opposite race is going to be attracted to you. You know, you have to have a certain status, because men of status are very choosy. They're not just going to pick up any and everybody. They're not going to pick up some broad they met at happy hour. Somebody, they're not going to pick up a broad that lives in low income housing, who still stays with a mama. You got to be on a certain status for a man of that status to even be willing to even invest in you or take a chance in and getting to know you. It's as simple as that. Lady Mocha, fill me in. Oh yeah, for everybody who's coming in, Dawn, I'm just talking about the royal wedding, Meghan and Prince Harry. Women who have become stans of Meghan and making a big deal, basically giving her all these praises and all this glory because she married Prince Harry. And being that she had a little bit of black in her, a lot of these black women have been on social media, have been blogging, and really placing this broad on the pedestal because she lucked up and married this Prince Harry. Now they're looking at it like she's the new Black Hope. Like, basically, if she was able to marry a prince and she's half black, now there's some hope for me. That's basically what's going on. You have black women throwing parades, they throwing Tupperware parties. They're so happy that Prince Harry married a woman that's half black, and she's not even owning her black. And they around here praising her and giving her all this acknowledgement. She didn't even invite her black family to the wedding because I guess she knew them royal people wasn't going to serve no potato salad, no baked beans, no coleslaw, no fried chicken. What white people be serving? What, watercress sandwiches? She didn't want to invite her black people there. Because, you know, you can't always invite your black family to stuff. Even when it comes to events like that, it's going to be that one loud, ignorant uncle, ignorant aunt. Well, damn, all these finger sandwiches, where the fried chicken? Or what a Coke 45? You know them rich white folks be having that nasty ass wine. It'd be expensive, but it'd be nasty as hell. You know, it's that one ignorant black aunt or uncle that say something out of pocket. I ain't gonna lie. Some of my black people, I ain't gonna invite. Oh my goodness. I guess she like, oh, hell no, I'm not gonna shame that one aunt, that one just don't know how to act. Will say anything stupid. I mean, like, for real. Let me see. I apologize if I'm missing some of y'all comments, y'all. I'm getting so many people coming in the chat room, so I'm not ignoring you. I'm just, I'm multitasking. I'm talking and trying to respond to everybody at the same time. So don't take it personal. Matthew Man, I see your question when you said, how about ones like Eve, Remy Ma, Nicki Minaj, Foxy Brown, Beyonce, Queen Latifah, Lil Kim? Can you reiterate on that a little bit for me? I think I got an idea what you asked me, but I'm not really sure. Thanks, Angela, for the donation. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What you making tonight, Dawn? You making fried chicken? Let's see. Can I? Yeah, yeah, that's why she didn't invite her black. Black folks. Somebody got to say something ignorant. What a barbecue sauce on his barbecue chicken. You know that, and will say any embarrassing. Why you ain't got no mayonnaise in a potato salad? And y'all know they cook different from us now. They don't season their stuff like we season it now. Oh, shrimp potato salad and fried chicken. Oh yes, honey. I'm a sucker for fried chicken. I love fried chicken. That's one meat I can never get tired of. And that's the main stuff I need to be staying away from. That's why when I get off of this chat, I'm carrying my behind to Planet Fitness. I'm gonna start getting into the gym. I'm dead serious. Because that fried chicken is my weakness. Fried chicken and banana pudding, girl. Oh my gosh. Satan, I rebuke thee. Yeah. Oh, thank you for coming in, Steve. You have a good one. Hope to see you next time. Thank you for coming in and chatting with me. What's up, D brother? Welcome to the building. What's good? Oh yeah, that stuff. Man, I'm telling you. Oh goodness. Angela, you a good girl. You baking your meat. You are a good girl. You doing the right thing. You doing the right thing. I'm trying to get a little bit better at baking, but fried chicken is my weakness. I'm not gonna lie. I love KFC. I love Popeyes. That's why when I'm done with my chat, I got to make my little gym bag. I got to go to Planet Fitness. I got to start getting back in the gym, y'all, because it's getting serious, yo. It's getting serious. I got to buckle down, and then I may start training in the police academy next month. So I got to get back on the grind. But that's a whole nother story. But yeah, but like I was saying, it's too many black women who want to give these black women a standing ovation, because they look up and marry somebody or get with somebody on a high status, like Serena Williams and this sister here. Well, she don't consider herself a full sister, but Meghan Markle. Yeah, I'm going to invest into an air fryer. I'm definitely going to do that. I've heard some positive things. I am definitely going to do that. I heard good stuff about an air fryer. I'm definitely going to get one. Definitely. Because I heard a lot of good stuff about that air fryer. Because the grease is really not good. It's convenient, but grease is not good. All that fried stuff, I mean, it's just not. It really isn't. Yeah, all the bad wenches are coming out. I mean, it's coming out the closet. The only thing I can say about this woman, Meghan Markle, I hope she's for real. I hope she don't have too much dirt in her past. I hope that she doesn't have an agenda behind marrying him, because if she does, it's all going to come out in the wash. It's all going to come out. She will be exposed. Because like I said, one thing about being a black man or being a black woman, we don't have the complexion for the connection. Okay, we're not allowed to get away with things that other races are allowed to get away with. Okay, the moment they find us slipping, the moment they find any dirt on us or anything we've ever done in our past is going to be magnified. So I just hope for her sake, that I wish her the best of luck with Prince Harry. And hopefully, again, her heart is in the right place with the situation. But at the same time, she needs to be careful with how she treats her family. None of us come from a perfect family. All of us got issues. Some of us come from families that we're not proud of. Everybody has skeletons in their closets. Everybody has family issues that they may not be proud of. They may be ashamed about, but at the end of the day, your family is your family. You have to be careful with how you treat people when you get on a certain level, because the same people you pass going up are the same people you got to pass coming back down. So you have to be careful. Just because you're on a certain level, you can't get to that point where I'm too good to be with my family. I'm too good to deal with my family. I'm too good to have anything to do with my family, because you don't know when you're going to need people. You don't know when you're going to get down on your luck. You don't know when you're going to need the support. You just don't know, because life has a funny way. Sometimes the main people you can't stand, the same people you don't want to be around, you end up needing them. They end up coming to your rescue when you least expect it. So how you step on toes when you get to a certain level, because you have some people that do that. Certainly they too good to be with their black family, or they too good to be with their poor family. Now you married into this rich family. You too good to invite your family around. You too good to sit in your grandmama house who used to feed you when you didn't have nothing. You got some people, they get to a better place and they forget where the hell they came from. I mean, they start showing their ass and forget about the people who was there for them when they didn't have a pot to piss in or one to throw it out of. And to me, I don't have a problem with somebody being successful. I don't have a problem with that. My problem is when you become successful and you forget where the hell you came from. That's my problem. I never had nothing against anybody who makes it. But when you get up there and you done forgot the people who was there when you didn't have nothing, that's my problem. Because what people don't understand is I don't care how successful you are. I don't care if you're a successful black man, you're a successful black woman. You did not get there by yourself. Somebody helped you. Somebody helped you get to where you are. All this, I got myself there. I made it happen. I'm the one who did this and did that. No, you didn't. Somebody kept your badass kids for you to go to school. Okay? Somebody picked you up back and forth in a Humpty for you to get back and forth to work. Somebody supported you, whether if it was a brother, a cousin, or uncle. True story. I know a female right now who's doing really, really well. She's well off, successful, got a nice home, got nice cars, doing really well. And her brother is incarcerated, all right? And now that he's locked up, he's in jail, selling drugs, and you know where that leads you. You sell drugs, you're going to go in one or two places. You're going to be dead or in jail, okay? And even though he's locked up and it's going to be a while before he gets out, she's looking down on him now, talking bad about her own brother being locked up in jail. But talking about, him selling drugs and not making nothing out of himself, not doing nothing with his life. But guess what? When she was in college, she ain't had nothing. Who you think paid for her school books? That drug money paid for her goddamn school books. But she don't remember that. How quick people forget all of what somebody has done for them when they get in a better place. How soon they forget. And then the thing about it is you have to be careful, ladies and gentlemen, as to how you help some folks. Be careful, always running to folks' rescue. Do not put yourself in the realm of always running to people every time they have a situation. Because the one time you don't do it, it's going to be like you never did nothing. You could have been there 100 times. The one time you don't want to be there, you ain't did shit. That's how people do. I'm telling you. That's why I only put myself out but so far. Like my father used to tell me, only give what you can afford to lose. Don't give more than what you could afford to lose. If you're going to lose, if you put out too much and you know you're going to lose, then you don't need to be putting it out. Whatever you do, Do it and don't expect nothing back. Do it from the heart. If you're going to do something for somebody, do it from the heart. Because not everybody's going to appreciate what you do. Not everybody's going to say thank you. And it's sad. But you got some grown folks who don't even know how to say 2 words, which is thank you. Grown folks don't know how to say thank you. I appreciate it. They do not know how to do that. And they act like it's old to them. And a lot of it has to do with these parents. They teach their children from a young age that the world owes them. And that's the worst mistake you could do, is teach your children that the world owes them. If your children mess up and they make mistakes, let them go through. Let them suffer. That's the only way they're going to learn how the real world works. If you're one of those parents, you are always running and bailing them out every time they mess up, every time they make mistakes, they are not going to learn. Stop being a parent that's always bailing that son out of jail, who can't get his stuff together. You keeping your daughter kids, and she don't want to work. She get pregnant every year. What's up, Life Power? Thank you for coming to my channel. Make sure y'all hit those thumbs up, everybody. Hit them thumbs up. I appreciate it. Just take a second and just thumb me up, please. Thank you. The thing is, we enabling, and this is the reason we're off the topic, but this is why we have so many problems. This is why we got grown-ass adults who can't get their stuff together because mama and daddy enabled them all their life. It's a grown man right now who still carry on like a little boy. Don't want to work, don't want a job, you know, going from house to house. I never seen so many men not want to work. Who does that? You got grown men that'll go from couch to couch to couch, go sleep at this woman's house, go sleep at that woman's house, won't keep a job, drive another woman's car, drop another woman off in her car to work while he drive around all day and burn the goddamn gas. And this comes from because people are not talking to their children. You're not teaching them what to look out for. And that's the same thing. Y'all, these men need to talk to their sons. These sons going around here getting 4, 5 females pregnant in 1 year. Got kids all born within the same year, a month apart. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, it should be open, Life Power. Hopefully, you're not having any problems on your end. Yeah, it should be open because everybody else is commenting. You got some grown men who have become stagnant and became stagnant in that little boy stage, and you got some grown women who can't get it together. I mean, just have kids every year. You got all these young women under 20 years old. Don't have a job, staying with their mama. And some of them, their mama don't mind them staying with them. That way the mama could get food stamps. That way the mama could benefit off of whatever governmental assistance she's getting. And they're not even understanding that they are setting their daughters up for failure. You got too many parents, as soon as they find out their children pregnant, you throwing them baby showers. You celebrating the struggle. There's too many folks out here that are celebrating the struggles. And this is why the Black community has so many problems that it has, because we praise and we acknowledge too much of the right things. We quit to throw a baby shower when somebody's under 20 years old and unmarried getting pregnant. Okay? Soon as Pookie get out of jail, we want to throw him a welcome back home party. Pookie been in and out of jail 4, 5 times. How many times we gonna keep throwing him a party every time he get out of jail? And you're right, SWB. It's too many parents that want to be buddies instead of parents. You know, and as soon as these kids get out of pocket, and the sad part about it is, once these kids have kids of their own, you can't tell them nothing. Because once a child has a child, that child automatically thinks they're on the same level as you. Once a child have a child, you can't tell that child nothing. You can't. Because they automatically going to think they're grown. They're going to think they on your level. They're going to think once a child have a child, she going to think she on your level. And that's where you have problems. And I've seen it so many times. You know, I watch these shows like Teen Mom, you know, and 16 and Pregnant. I watch all these shows and I just shake my head because I see all of the stuff these women got to go through every time their daughters get pregnant. I see what they got to go through. I see how these young girls who get pregnant, how the father of their child disrespects the hell out of their mama. I've seen a woman do this, no lie. I've seen a woman who was always one of the mamas. She always allowed her daughter's boyfriends to come over because she was one of the mamas always trying to be cool, still thinking she young, trying to be on her daughter's level, you know. So she'll let the boys come over. She'll let all kind of, you know, her daughters have company and all kind of stuff and everything. Sure enough, like always, you get comfortable and you get comfortable and you allow that to happen. Things happen. Her daughter ended up getting pregnant. You know, her daughter ended up getting pregnant, and what ended up happening was the same little boy she was letting come to her house all the time to entertain her daughter. He ended up getting her daughter pregnant. Now she can't stand the boy. She can't stand him. The boy disrespects her, you know, now that the kids are here, you know, because her daughter done had more than one child from this boy, this young man. She can't stand him. She hate the boy guts. But see, she created that monster. She allowed that young man to get comfortable with her, let him come over all the time, allowing him to see her as her daughter friend instead of her daughter mother. You got to be careful when you meet these young men that are dating your daughter, or you meet these young men, or you meet these young women that are dating your sons. You got to let them know that you are a parent and you are on to them. You cannot let these kids think you cannot let your kids' friends think y'all are buddies, that you're buddies with them. They need to see you as a parent. Your kids' friends do not need to see you as a homegirl or a homeboy. You don't even get on that level. All my daughter's friends see me as a mother. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm not about to be sitting around sister girl and them, sister girl, what's up, girl? I might joke here and there, but that's it. I'm not about to sit around, be in their face. I'm having adult conversations with them like they're on my level. Hell no. You are a child. I'm going to treat you as a child. I don't care if your titty is bigger than mine. I don't care if you're taller than me. You're a child. I'm going to treat you like a child to keep you in a child's place. But what happens is you have parents who treat their children like they grown. And when that child get out of hand with your ass, now you want to knock the hell out of her. You created that monster. That's right, SW. You create these monsters. You allow them to be on your level. And then when you confuse the child because you treat the child like they're grown, but then you turn around and tell them to stay in the child's place. Which one? How they going to be in the child's place when you are having adult conversations with them? They hear you talking about, if you're not talking to them, they hear you having these adult conversations with your friends. You exposing them to all your adult issues, but you want them to stay in a child's place. I mean, that sounds kind of contradictory to me. I'm just saying. I mean, you can't have one without the be treated as a mother, you want to be treated as a father, but you around here, you dressing like your kids, acting like your kids, drinking with your kids, smoking weed with your kids. You don't need to be doing that. I don't understand how these grown-ass women go to the clubs with their daughters. I'm not clubbing with my daughter. Let her club with her girlfriend. I'm not, no. No, because as soon as I make my daughter think she's on my level, eventually she's going to get out of pocket. It has happened. I'm a living witness. I can testify to that. I became more of a friend and then a mother, and it backfired. I had to reprogram my daughter, and it took months to let her know who was boss because she thought we was homegirls. And I had to show her we are not homegirls. I'm not your friend. I'm not one of your homegirls. I don't go to school with you. I'm not smoking with you. I'm not drinking with you. I'm not discussing my sex life with you. That is none of your business. You are still a goddamn child. We don't keep these kids in their place, and that's why we got all the problems we got right now. And you wonder why they talk back, they get disrespectful. And not only that, not only would they disrespect you, their boyfriend will disrespect you. Their homegirls will disrespect you. I can't tell you how many women cannot stand the father of their grandkids. They can't stand their grandkids' father. But that was the same young man you would always let come to your house. You let him come to your house all time of night. You let these children get too comfortable. And they don't know they goddamn place. And now you want to cuss this young man out. He calling you a bitch back. Oh, you bitch. Your daughter boyfriend to be cussing your ass out. It happens all the time, D brother. I know you see it all the time. You get on the level with these kids, and then when they get out of hand, you want to slap them. You want to knock them down. You want to fight them. No, you create that monster. You created that monster. You stuck. And you know what happens? The bad part is if your kids are disrespectful and your kids have grandkids, guess what? Your damn grandkids will be disrespectful. Your grandchildren will be talking back to you. It will become a generational curse. And if you live long enough, your great-grandchildren will be talking back to you. It'll keep going. It'll go on and on and on and on and on. You don't make these children respect your authority and respect who you are as the adult in their life, you're going to catch hell. You're going to be miserable. And then they'll be the main ones you can't get rid of. You can't get rid of disrespectful ass children. You can't get rid of them. Disrespectful kids do not want to leave. They want to talk crap and then still eat your food, wash in your tub, watch your Netflix. That's the bad part. It just goes from one bad habit to another. Not only they disrespect you, they don't even try to be more than what they are. They become a burden on you. It's up to you. You can raise your child to become a blessing to you, or you can make your child become a burden. It's up to you. It's really up to you. Let's say, okay, yeah, but see, Dawn, that's a different story. I'm talking about your daughter, 22, 23, and she's still staying in your house. She don't have her own place, you know, because me and my mom, we don't smoke weed, but we drink together. I go to my mom's house, we have a glass of wine, but I'm not about to do that with my 16-year-old daughter. See, that's the difference, Dawn. You know what I'm saying? You know, when y'all full-grown adults, that's different. I'm talking about these children that's 20, 19, and your mama 30, 40 and smoking weed and drinking. Nah, especially if that child is still living with you. If you still staying with me, I'm trying to hurry up and get you out my house. I don't want you smoking no weed. I want you to get your own goddamn house. Yeah, Don, but I appreciate you keeping it 100 for sure. I know exactly where you're coming from. I feel you. I'm talking about these ones out here who be letting an 18 and 19-year-old boyfriend spend a night to the house and same thing. Because those of you who got sons, y'all sons, I know a lot of people who got sons and they hate their daughter-in-law, can't stand them. You let your son wife disrespect you, talk to you all kind of way. This was the same little girl you let come to your house. She come to your house all time of night. You let her leave 10, 11 o'clock at night. It starts from the little things, ladies and gentlemen, because it ain't just daughters. Y'all who got sons, same thing. He end up getting somebody pregnant who ain't worth nothing, and you got to watch your son be miserable for the rest of his life because he knocked up a nobody. I've seen women, I see parents, men and women, really catch the wrath of seeing their son and their daughter suffer just by the type of people they chose to be with. You know, I mean, You have to if you don't teach your children the streets gonna teach them. You don't want the streets teaching them, or either they knucklehead friends who don't know no more than them is gonna be trying to teach them. It's up to you as the parent to prepare them for all the tricks and all the schemes that are out there, because their friends ain't gonna tell them. And then on top of that, some people are so hateful. They want to see your children suffer. They will intentionally get them the wrong advice just so they can suffer. That's why I talk to my daughter all of the time. I prepare her for the lies, the tricks, the schemes, and all of that that's out there. Because if I don't school her, if I don't put it in her head first, somebody else will. And usually that's the problem. A lot of these parents, they be so glad for their children to turn 18 years old, they quit to help and throw them out the house, not understanding that every 18-year-old is not 18. Every 18-year-old don't have common sense. Some 18-year-olds got the sense of a 12-year-old. And I know some 13-year-olds, depending on how they was raised, got sense like they're 26. My daughter is 16 and she has the brain of a 28-year-old. Because I talk to her about everything. I don't cut no corners with her. I don't want her being dumb and dingy and falling in every little trick and scheme. And not only that, my mother talks to her. These kids, it takes a village to raise a child. Some of y'all don't even know y'all kids. Y'all don't even know them. Your kid come to the house and don't even speak to you. Don't even say good morning. Don't even acknowledge your presence. A lot of disrespectful ass stuff. Y'all don't even know y'all kids. And then as soon as they end up in jail or they kill somebody, that ain't my son. That ain't my daughter. I can't stand people like that. You do not know your children 100%. As much as I raise my child could be one way at home and be another way when she leave out these doors. Never say what your child is capable or not capable of doing. You will never know your child 100%. I don't care how, if they straight on the road. I don't care if they go to church every Sunday. You do not know your child. When these children get around their friends, they totally different people. You don't know your child. Never sit up here and say, my child would never do that. You know how many people got children in prison and never thought their son would kill somebody, never thought their daughter would get pregnant. A lot of times, the main thing you think they never would do, that'd be the thing they do. I see it all the time. The main stuff you try to protect them from be the main stuff they get in. That's why with my daughter, when she started first wilding, out, I had to put her in group homes. You name it, I did it. And I'm not embarrassed to say it. Me and her father, we had to put her in group homes. I had to put her out my house and put her in a group home to let her know I meant business. When I saw cussing out wasn't working, and I'm not in the business of putting my hands on her, because you know the way the law is, you can't fight your children all kind of way and all that other stuff. You know, so I had to put her in group home. I had to take away stuff from her. I had to do all kind of stuff to let her know who was in charge. Because sometimes as a parent, if you're not careful, you will forget that you are the one that's make you believe easy. You get got too much going on with the bills, with this, with that. You get lazy. The wayside, know how to fight and unravel and come up with all these. Or the moment you see them getting out of pocket, you have to nip them in the butt immediately. And yeah, spankings, you can't do that no more, Matthew, man. You can't do that. And these kids, they're more hard-shelled now. Back then, all it took was an ass whipping, and we would just, we would back down. These kids now, they built totally different from what we were. They built totally different. But I've learned you don't have to put your hands on them to get them to act right. Because with my daughter, I didn't have to put hands on her to get her to where I needed her to be. It's called, sometimes you have to know how to mentally punish your children versus physically punishing them, if that makes any sense. Sometimes it's more effective to punish them than you do physically punishing them. You know, sometimes that's more effective. Believe me, ass whipping, they'll get past that. These days, you have to mentally defeat them. The results are better when you mentally defeat them. I got to the point to where I had to just strip my that meant something to her, because at the end of the day, you got to remember, you're the one that's in control. You can gain control. You do not have to beg. You do not have to take a belt and whip them or bust them upside their head. Believe me, you don't have to take it to that route. It's many other ways you could discipline them without even putting a hand on them. I've done it. I didn't think I could do it, but I've done it. I've been able to get her back into the place where I need. It's about strategy. You take away what they love. You take away. I mean, when I said, I mean, things got bad, I basically went prison style on my daughter. I went prison to the point to where I wasn't even buying cookies to put in this house. I mentally made her suffer because I knew, you know, she didn't have no money. I was still her source. I was the one she was depending on. I used all of that to my advantage. She got out of hand. She was doing cutting up in school. You know, I stripped her everything. I made her suffer. That made her more miserable than me. When she had no phone for months, no internet for months, I mean, I wouldn't even take out her everything. Ramen noodles and bologna and bread. I didn't starve her, but I took away that good she was used to me giving her to let her know, just like I can bless you, I could strip you at the same time. Dawn, I'm telling you, yo, if I would have known then what I knew now, I would have saved myself a long time ago from all them ass whippings. I would have been used that strategy long time ago. All that knocking her, slapping her. I did more damage by taking stuff away from her. She was miserable. She got so bored in this house. She couldn't go nowhere. She couldn't do nothing. Girl, I was going out shopping, buying myself this, buying myself that, coming back with my shopping bags. Ain't took her nowhere with me. Ain't taking no Dairy Queen. Ain't taking no Starbucks. She was miserable. She was in straight misery. I made her miserable without laying a hand on her. So it can be done, but the trick to it is being consistent. And the trick to it is just because they straighten up right quick, that don't mean give in right away. Even when they straighten up, you have to go raw and hard for some months so they know you mean business. I'm telling you, SW, they want to kill themselves when you take away that iPhone. Yeah, you SW, you trying to make the kids commit suicide. You said take the phone away. You gonna come home with your son and your daughter done hung their goddamn self. Lord XYZ, I'm not putting that in existence. I don't want nobody child to kill themselves. But you know, when you take that phone, that's you catching a case. My daughter almost damn jumped off the bridge when I took her iPhone for a month. Good gosh. I'm like, damn, that hurt her more than me slapping the hell out of her. Oh my goodness. You can do damage control without putting a hand on them. You can. You just got to be smart. Like I tell people, kids are nothing but inmates. Kids are inmates. And what I mean by kids are inmates, especially teenagers, they got all day to sit there and think about destructive ass stuff to do. They got all day, and you got to be like the correctional officers. You got to be out the prison system. You got to just always be 2 steps ahead of them on everything. That's what I call teenagers. They nothing but inmates because they sit up there all day and plot about stuff to do and how they going to get away with this. That's all they do. They nothing but inmates. All they do is plot how to get over, how to lie, how to get around you. That's all they do. I was always 2 steps ahead of her, to the point I didn't even hide my cell phone in the house. I didn't even hide her cell phone in the house, because the one time I did do that, she found it. So I started getting slick. I would put all her stuff in the trunk of my car. So every time I left, I don't care how much she ransacked the house, she wouldn't find it. Oh, yeah. Oh, that Angela, I did that too. I'm glad you brought that up. I took away all her nice clothes because she pissed me off. All the nice shoes, all the nice clothes, I put all of it in the trunk. She had to wear the same outfit for the whole week in school. She damn near lost it. I did that. I took away her clothes too. I'm telling you, that hurted her more than me cussing her out. I took away her clothes. She ate the same thing every day. She knew I was going out eating good because I purposely came back with my Carrie Hilliards, my checks, and I ain't brought her back nothing. I showed her, oh, okay, you want to disrespect me, and I'm the one that's taking care of, that's blessing you with all of these privileges. I stripped her naked. She felt like she was in Chatham County Prison. Only thing I did was give her a list of chores. That's all I did. Matthew Mann says try locking him in a room with a stink bomb from a day. I did it. I had to strip her everything, because sometimes these children, they forget how blessed they are, and you have to remind them. And what better way of reminding them? Take away all the stuff you gave them. And I don't mean take it away from them for a day or two. You got to really be consistent. It's hard now. I ain't gonna lie, I felt bad that she was wearing that same outfit every day. I felt bad that I'm going out eating and enjoying myself, because I had my daughter so spoiled, so whenever I got to eat, I would pick up something to eat. I pick up something to eat too. I pick up myself some fried shrimp. I'll bring back another box of fried shrimp. My daughter like my princess, so whatever I get myself, I give her. But when she shined on me, it was straight bologna and cheese sandwich for 2 months. She hated sandwich. I didn't starve her, but I didn't give her the good things she wanted. I didn't make no Kool-Aid. I ain't put no soda. It was nothing but bottled water. She had bottled water and bologna sandwiches. I made it Chatham County Prison style. And I took all the cable boxes. There was no cable TV to watch when I was gone. No Netflix. I unplugged the internet. Nothing. I mean that's something I had to do to let her know I meant business, and to let her know who's in charge, because these children will forget who's in charge, But then again, I just had to, as a parent, sometimes you have to let these children remember who's really who's really the boss, and who's in charge. But the problem is, when you wait too late, you wait till after they done had children on you. You wait till they done got way out of hand. You really gonna have a time. You really gonna have a time. And as a parent, you can't ignore the signs. You see when they're getting out of control. You see when they're getting out of pocket. You don't wait till they end up in somebody's jail and you talking to them through a glass window. Now you want them to understand. Or after they done murdered somebody's child or took somebody's life, now you want to talk to them. You should never wait for it to get to that point. You have to nip things in the bud right away. When God send you signs, and God, ain't no problem, SW. When God send you signs and God shows you things, it's called warning before destruction. You want to sit up there and ignore it because you're too consumed with your own problems. You're too worried about the bills. You're too worried about what's going on in your marriage, what's going on in your relationship. You lose your children. Don't lose your children and the cause of what's going on in your personal life. Sometimes you got to put your personal stuff aside and focus on them. Pay attention to them. Check they don't about. And it took me just talking to her, getting her to open up to let me know what she was going through so I could help her. You would be surprised how your child comes in your house every day going through some heavy shit and you will not have a clue because you don't talk to them. You don't ask them questions. You just sit there and say, oh, hey, how you doing? Hey, Rob, hey, this, oh, hey, and you go in your room, they go in their room, that's it. You have to have a dialogue. You have to have a conversation with them. You don't know what these children are going through. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, exactly, Matthew. Discipline them early, but at the same time, you know, kids got to know that you are approachable because some children can't even talk to their own kids. I got my daughter got a couple of friends right now that are pregnant and have kids on the way because they was too scared to go to their mama and tell their mama, you know, I need protection. I need birth control. My daughter came to me. I came front. It hurt me to my heart that she told me she was sexually active. I didn't want to hear that. I mean, in the perfect world, I want her to be married. I wanted her to have, you know, I want her to be married, have a family. But in the real world, it don't work like that. And to be honest, I didn't do it. I wasn't married either. So sometimes as parents, we expect shit out of our kids that we didn't even do. You know, so sometimes you got to be realistic. You can't be one of those type of parents. You're so damn rigid to the point where your kids cannot come to you. I told my daughter, if you feel like you are in trouble, or if you feel like you're going to do something, tell me so I can get you on birth control. Do not sneak and go behind my back and have sex with these guys, and you don't tell me, and you end up knocked up, and I end up becoming a grandmother before I'm 40. Tell me so I can help you. And that's what she did. I didn't agree with it. Some people felt like I was encouraging her by putting her on birth control. But the reality was I cannot be around her 24/7. I could not tell her, don't have sex. Don't do this. We're not around our kids 24/7. So I couldn't be in denial and tell her, you bet not never, because the main thing you tell them not to do be the main stuff they will rebel and do it. So you got to be one of them parents. You got to be in reality because you got to remember when you was young, you sneaked, you lied, you did stuff that you wasn't supposed to do. You had your chance to make mistakes. So you got to give these children a chance to make mistakes or whatever. But when she came to me about it, we took her to the doctor. We helped her to handle her business. I got on birth control and all of that. But what I had to make her understand was sex is still not for people that are not married. I did not just give her birth control without explaining to her how sex really works. I said, this birth control, it will only protect you from diseases. I mean, from pregnancy. It won't protect you from AIDS. It won't protect you from getting your heart broken. It won't protect you from getting a reputation. Because, you know, once you let with one person, it spreads all over the place. You get a reputation. I made sure I made her understand if she ever went there, what to expect. You know, and that's all you can do. All this being in denial. My daughter never do that. My son will never do that. You don't know what they doing when they behind your back. Yeah, and they do, and it's part of adolescence, Matthew. It's part of adolescence, and it's part of puberty. They gonna sneak and they gonna lie. I told y'all, use my theory. Teenagers are inmates. They will lie, sneak, and deceive you. Like if you was working in a jail, you're not gonna believe an inmate. Same thing with a teenager. Teenagers are just straight inmates. They're not gonna tell you. So, I mean, you know, but the thing about it is, you know, just certain situations we need to prepare our children for reality. We have to prepare our children for reality, and we have to prepare our children from reality, and basically, you know, not and not be in denial with them. Basically, let's see. Yeah, we have to you know, we have to be realistic with our circumstances. We can't sit up here and lie to these kids and make it seem like they're in a perfect world because they're not. Myrtle, your son ain't getting back his Xbox. Oh Lord, I'm gonna pray for him. I'm gonna keep him in my prayer. Cause I know he's losing it. You took his Xbox. Oh my goodness, that's close to murder. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah, that's it. But you being a dad. You being a dad. That's right. That's right. You doing the right thing. Nip it in the bud now. Don't wait till he gets somebody prison. Don't wait until he get in somebody jail and now you want to talk to him. Ain't no good when he's behind a glass mirror and you got to put money on the books. What good is it then? You know, and like I said, you know, a lot of my daughters, a lot of her friends are pregnant because their moms told them don't have no sex, period. You don't need to have sex. So you know what happened? When they went to have sex, they sneaked and had sex and got pregnant. See, I never told my daughter. I always stayed in reality that she possibly could. And that's why she came to me. So I had time to protect her. So in the event she did go there, she was protected. You know, you got to be proactive. You got to be ahead of the game. You know, you cannot allow, you got to be 2 steps ahead of these kids. You just really do. I had to take away so many devices, Matthew. That I said, now it's harder. You got to take away more stuff than you ever. Back in our day, when we messed up, all you had to do was take away our damn phone. Remember that? We all had the regular house phone back in the day. All mama had to do was unplug the phone and take it out your room. Now I got to take away tablet. I got to take away iPhone. I got to take away MP3 player. I got to take away her flat screen TV. I got to take away I got to take away her goddamn car. I got to take away 20 damn things when this girl broad get out of pocket. I got to take away so much stuff now. I got to damn near keep a checklist and remember when she's off of punishment. I got to remember what stuff to give her back. Okay, Rissa will be like, well, mama, you gave me my phone, but you didn't give me my tablet. You didn't give me my car keys. You didn't give me, I got to remember, mama, you didn't give me my shoes. You didn't give me my clothes. I had to practically SW. Practically, I mean, you know, I hate to do that, but when they got out of control, I had to do what I had to do. You know, I mean, it is what it is. I'll do it again. She get out of pocket, it'll happen again. But you know, that's all the perks of being a parent. I guess that's why I got one daughter. It took one for me. Once I saw how rough it was with her, I'm like, I don't think I could do this a second or third round. So power to all my parents out there who got 4 or 5 kids. Power to you, because my one just drove my ass crazy. Exactly. But it's definitely been pleasant rocking out with all of you, all my subscribers. I always have a good time with y'all. I always enjoy myself. I appreciate all the positive energy, the positive feedback. I thank all of you for the support. I thank all of y'all for just, you know, just being in my corner, just being so supportive, giving me all this positive energy, all this positive feedback. I thank each and every one of you. I thank all of y'all for the donations. If you wasn't able to give money, I appreciate the fact that you was able to give your time, which is very valuable to me. I appreciate, you know, just all the support. I mean, I really do. You know, you guys, y'all have really made my channel so phenomenal. Y'all have made y'all are the reason behind my motivation. You know, every time I get on these chats, it's not just chatting. It's an excitement for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm actually vibing with y'all. I'm actually conversating with all of you. You know, for the most part, even when we disagree, y'all are very respectful with y'all feedback. Y'all very positive. You know, I like the fact how all of us could come in this chat room respectfully, share different opinions without, you know, calling each other out our names and stuff and being degrading and saying things too sexually explicit. I love the fact that we can all be grown folks. And just like I'm sure y'all are learning from me, I'm learning from all of you as well. Because a lot of the stuff y'all give me, believe it or not, I use it in my messages as well. So keep in mind, just like y'all are learning from me, I'm definitely learning from each and every one of you guys. So again, I appreciate the love, the support. Don't forget the thumbs up. My book will be finished this summer, so be on the lookout. I am still working on my Patreon account. For everybody who's just getting here, I apologize, but church is over. The pastor is leaving the building, okay? So next time, try to catch me on time. Be on time for church next time. All my late church members walking on in, because because I don't do like most black churches. I operate like the white church. I try to get in and get out, okay? So on that note, it's been wonderful. It's been pleasant. I love each and every one of you. Look out for my uploads. If y'all didn't see the last upload me and my mom did, we did an awesome upload about the single mother saga struggles continues. Check that video out. Me and my mom had a ball. If y'all think I'm a nut, y'all ain't met my mom's. My mom is triple worse than I am. Y'all think I'm something. Y'all meet Mama Mocha. Y'all gonna see where I get a lot of my craziness from, okay? So on that note, I love all of you guys. Keep in touch, and until next time, it's been wonderful. This is your girl, Lady Mocha, with Cafe de Paris signing off. Remember, I'm gonna always pour you a cup of truth, and I will forever break you off with a slice of knowledge. Y'all have a wonderful day, and y'all take care. Bye.